Hello, everybody. I think I'm up and running now. I look very serious in the start of the stream. Can you guys hear me okay? I managed to break my OBS scene like literally seconds before I went to stream. Yeah, this wasn't great. I couldn't figure out how to fix the desk camera. Was like pointing. Uh, I basically unconfigured the desk camera completely, and yeah. Okay, so all good. Let's just jump into it, and we'll look at the stuff in my post bag. I have the post bags already opened up, so I'm just gonna take a look at each thing. I don't even have the addresses covered, so I'm not going to be actually showing the bag on screen. So yeah, let's look at the desk plus me. Oh yes, this one is still broken. That's perfect. I fixed it on one of them, but I guess not on this one. Yes, let's just do a little bit of perfect adjusting on a live stream. Yeah, this is the perfect time to do this. Come on. I'm sure there's a button to make it just full screen by default, but I don't know what that button is, so yes, we are where we are. Hey, Paul Taggart and John, Gavin, Colin, Gregor, Dave, Syq, Mike, Leo, Peter, Rob. I think that's everybody. And John, I don't know when he commented, but hello to all of you. So let's get rid of that, and let's make it so I don't look really pink. And let's fix it so we've got manual focus. Okay, a couple of things to get through. Alright, so this one, let's make sure I'm not showing you. This one was called Module by 7. And if you follow me on Twitter, you would have already seen this one. So I ran out of 7 segment modules. These are like 56 cent or 60 cent delivered. I highly recommend getting a few for whatever reason you need. And then the other thing I bought was some good capacitive soil sensors. So a good few different people have done videos on these. Andreas Spies did one as well. So these are the ones that are meant to not corrode in the ground. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that's true or not. But ooh, you can read from there, can you? Oh. It does say that though, you're right. I'll explain, once we've done the post bag, I'll explain a little bit about the whiteboard. I also have 10 of the not so good ones, so we'll see. I think it'd be interesting at some stage to like compare the two. But yeah. So the next one was called 3 pieces of 056 digit 4/7 segment displays. Yeah, so these ones I've been expecting for a while now. They are bare 7 segment displays. They are the 056 version. They're the ones with the clock digit in the middle. And you know what? These are hard enough to come by. I don't know why they're so hard to come by, but they are. I don't know if that's scratched or cracked or what it is, but we'll take a look at that in a bit more detail. It looks a bit imperfect anyways. Can I focus? Yeah. I don't know if you can kind of see it there. Is it scratched or cracked? Not sure. Like there's a bit of plastic on top of it, so I'm hoping it's just a little bit scratched maybe. Maybe there's just even, yeah, maybe it's just some crap on it. There's a lot of dog hair in my house, so it could be that. So these are for the clock project, and we're going to stream building my first one of these on Twitch after this. So it's exactly like the one from your clock project, Mike. And it's kind of funny, like it's easier to buy those modules, like the ones you got, than it is to buy these. Like I can't find these in different colors and stuff like that. So yes, that is for my alarm clock PCB, and yeah, we'll take a look at that after. This one was called Gasket. It's some washers. I'm sure I bought them for a good reason. I have no idea what that reason is, but yeah, cool. Throw the packages down on the ground. 15 clocks. There is 20 clocks on their way, Leo, because I want to sell them on Tindy. If they work out, which they mightn't. I don't know. So this one was labeled Suction Cup, but it's not Suction Cup. This one actually I'm quite excited about at some stage. If we have time at the end of the stream, I wouldn't mind giving this a go. This is an electromagnet, and I'm not going to be very secretive of why I bought it. I bought it because I had an idea of making a chess set, an automatic playing chess set. So the general idea would be you build something that brings this underneath a board, like so almost like a 3D printer mechanism that brings this around a board, picks up the piece it needs, moves it across, lets go of the magnet, so now the piece will stay there. Yeah. Any PCBs for testing planned? Testing what? What do you mean by that? And yes, Leo, on Tindy, I also have a little bit of talking to do about that afterwards. So that project that I'm talking about there is like really early stage, kind of. I just said I'd pick up this part of it and see how strong this is. Like, does it work through anything? Like, as in, could it work at the bottom of a 2mm plywood or whatever? Would it be able to move a chess piece around? Maybe. Who knows? Okay, this one was labeled Expansion Board Module by 10. Oh yes. Funny that you mentioned that. So this here is male USB breakouts, and the general idea that the reason I got these is because I wanted to make a tester for the blocker. So I have the male one, and I'd be plugging this into the Arduino. I think we did a bit of this on a stream before, and yeah, so you put the male one in one side, and then you'd have the female in the other, and it would automatically cycle through all the different possibilities and make sure there's no bridges or no anything like that. Yeah, so the blockers, which we can talk about in a minute too, I listed them on Tindy this week, and I'm completely sold out. Apparently there was a rush for them. Yeah, so those these little breakout boards to be handy for some things. I actually, funnily enough, I could have done with these in work today, because I have a HTC Vive in work, and I left the cable for it at home today. The cable is a male to male USB cable, and like they don't, you know, you don't have those things just lying around. If I had one of these, I could have made or two of these, I could have made myself one. But I think I might just make I actually bought one on AliExpress today for like 70 cents or something. So we'll see that in the post bag soon. This one is called Expansion Board Module. Ooh, and this one, what's nice about this one is it is kind of the inspiration for the D1 Mini breakout shield, which is nowhere to be found apparently. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. So I made one of these recently. These will also be going on Tindy at some stage. So it's a breakout screw terminal breakout board for a D1 Mini. And the inspiration actually came from these things. So this is a nano one. So you drop your nano in there and then all the screw terminals are broken out. So they're actually much smaller screw terminals than the one I used. So maybe using smaller ones would have been a better idea. But the big ones can be useful too, because you can add more cables. Like you're only going to get one cable into that for sure. Maybe at a stretch too, but it's quite small. That's interesting. There was one tablet I had before that had male-to-male USB cables, and I've never seen anything else with them. But so these are quite handy if you have a reason for them, and they didn't exist for a D1 Mini, so I said I'd make one for the fun of it. So mine is a little bit more involved. Hey Zulu, how's it going? Yeah, mine's a little bit more involved because it has the DC terminal and has some has the cap for the power and has a little bit going on here that I won't get into now. But yeah, it should be useful. Happy to get them anyways. I'm sure I'll have a use for them at some stage. So what I'll do as well is after this stream, after the stream on Twitch, I'll update the description of this video with links to everything. But like at the same time, you can probably just search on AliExpress for them. You'll probably find them. Yeah, there was one tablet I had before that had male to male. I don't know why. So this is just like a head of a pot or whatever. Yeah, this one has a little screw on it too for holding it in place. I got that for my daughter's IKEA kitchen thing, but the ones I have on it were pretty cheap for like 10 of them and seem to work pretty fine. So just see on you're up super early. It's like 6:30 or something for you, isn't it? Yeah, so that's that. Okay, next one we have is expansion board module by 2, except it's not by 2. It's the other side of the power blocker testers. This is interesting. They're kind of a little bit hard to break apart, I suppose, because they kept them all panelized together when they were soldering the stuff in. So yeah. So now I've got both sides of it, so I can build my tester. Yeah, sure is a tough time to stream. It's 9 o'clock for us here in this time zone, so it's not too bad. Yeah, so you'd plug either end of that into a nano. But one thing that's kind of interesting about this is, I guess, does that look familiar? I only realized this after I had like got these, but yeah, interesting. Let's not mention that to anybody. It's 6:30. So 6:30 to me and to the entire English-speaking world is 6:30. So 6:30. But I do realize in like places like Germany, 6:30 is, or sorry, 6:30 is 5:30. So yeah. Okay, so this one is module, very descriptive, and it's some nozzles for my 3D printer. I've never replaced the nozzle on my 3D printer. So yeah. So I got a few of these. I think these are like 40 cents each or whatever. Ooh, the bags are pretty nice. I'll hold on to them. So yeah, I said I'd just pick up a few. Why not? It seems to be like my answer for most stuff that I'm buying on Postbags is why not. What else we got here? Kind of along the same veins as other things. It's called Integrated Circuits 1. And it is micro USB breakouts. I use these in projects a good bit, and I was starting to run low, so I just said I'd buy a few more. Like it's like $1 for 10 of these or something, so well worth getting. So this one is described as terminals, and yes, I talked about these on a live stream before as well. These are for the breakout board because I wanted to get a little bit fancy with it. There's 2 ground ones up here, and that's that guy. They seem to be a different size than the blue ones, but that's okay. I specifically kind of separated them so so that it wouldn't matter if they were the same size or not. So yeah, so like now it's color coordinated. You know, you've got your 2 5-volts there and your 2 grounds there. So yeah, that might be fun. I'm still waiting on more stuff for that board to be able to start selling it though, so I probably won't be selling it yet, even with these things. This is one of the things, but I don't have a lot of caps, and I don't have a lot of the DC jacks either. First time is said, I have had to fill a jam or replace my nozzle. Yeah, I've had filament jams before and I've cleared them out, but I've never replaced my nozzle. Is that the end of the Postbags? Yeah, so that is the end of the Postbags. I saw you talking at the start about why am I doing this. Yeah, I don't think I can show that. If I show me big, I suppose we'll see that a bit bigger. Just me. So I'm gonna change the. I'm gonna I don't know if change the focus is the right idea. I'm gonna focus myself a little bit more at the moment. For my videos and stuff. So like my last few videos weren't really typical videos for me, I would say. Like the drilling out the DC jack for this guy. I can't remember what else even videos there were. Like making the inline power meter and things like that. Like they're just not really me. So what I've decided to do is I'm just going to focus, like I've set a few videos that I want to do between now and Christmas, and I'm just going to focus on them. If it's not on that list, I'm not going to do it. So like the main thing that I'll be working on at the moment, it's not in order. The way home meter is there. It's too small of text to see, I would imagine. But that's my main focus. I want to finish that by the end of the month. So whether I have the video finished by the end of the month or not, I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely want that project finished by the end of the month. So yeah, like that's the main thing. So the ones on the list are JLC PCB review, IKEA kitchen mod. So again, you probably would have heard or seen some of bits and pieces of that if you follow the streams. Way home meter, Tindy API I have in question marks. I might work on that in a stream instead. A video on Twitch bots on the ESP8266. That'll probably be a 2-minute tidbit. I have a channel update that I want to talk about. That'll probably be in a couple of months though. A crypto matrix display. So the matrix displays, I want to do a cryptocurrency display on them. Use like the logos for each of the coins and stuff like that. I think we can do a good job on that, although cryptocurrencies are crashing all around us. And then the last one is a Pi to Work video, and I'm not 100% sure, but I might do it on making a Spotify speaker. It's pretty nice. It like appears in your Spotify client as a wireless speaker. So like if you've ever done it with the Alexa or sorry if I triggered anyone's Alexas, or the PlayStation, you can I was looking at the Tindy API. It's not that complicated. So like I was thinking just a small thing to kind of, so they only really have one query, and it's like get sales or something, and you can't, like, if you've ever done that, the response is going to be huge for you because you have sales, and it has like every address of everybody who's bought stuff off you, and like the response is massive. But there's a meta up the top. Yeah, there's a meta up the top that you can like just use, and you can limit the order to like 1 as well. But so the ship fee unshipped would be pretty useful. But if you only wanted to get that meta tag up the top, the JSON streaming parser like lets you, when you have whatever you need, just stop, like ignore whatever else is coming. So like the JSON streamer parser would see that meta one up the top, pull out the information it needs, and just dump anything else. It's actually, funnily enough, that JSON streaming parser is written by the same guy who wrote that Spotify remote. Squix, I can't think of his actual name, but his online handle is Squix or something along those lines. Yeah, so that is kind of the update on the video side of things. So I won't be doing any videos that are not on that list. So the streams will start to be like more projects and stuff now, like as in projects that I was kind of holding on to as videos. For example, Dave Darko, I bought a badge off him on Tindy. Well, it wasn't on Tindy. I bought a badge off him like when April maybe, and like I have it there, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, I'll make a video out of it. But like I don't know when I'm gonna get to that video, so I'm probably not gonna get to that video. So like what I'm doing now instead is I'll make that one of the streams, and yeah, we'll get it done, because yeah, if like I'd be doing well to get those videos done between now and Christmas really well. Like if I get all of them done, I'll have had an amazing time. We didn't agree on a video, that's for sure, but there's other ones too with the same kind of thing behind it. Like as in, I have Neo 7 segment displays off Cian that I still haven't actually opened. The same thing, like as in, it's like, oh, I'll open it for a video or whatever, but I just haven't done it. Like the you got mail, like as in you've got post or you've got an email. There's definitely been a few like people who've gotten post ones working. I actually have a post box like those too, so I should probably do it myself. Yeah, so that's kind of gonna be it for this YouTube thing. So oh yeah, the other update is I'm not gonna upload the Twitch streams to YouTube as videos anymore. It was just too noisy. Like as in, if I'm saying that like I'm gonna do the ones on that list, and I think I might finish the one I might finish the Way Home meter by the end of the month, like as in that would be like 4 live streams without an actual video. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna upload them to YouTube to their own specific public playlist, but the videos are going to be unlisted. So if you want to see them, you can see them. But yeah, Expected Maker Twitch doesn't work too well for him. But yeah, so if you want to see the videos, the live streams, they'll be there with a 24-hour delay, because that's what I need to do for Twitch. I'll tweet out that they've been added to the playlist, but I'm not going to make them public videos. This one will be a public video, but the Twitch ones won't be. We'll see about doing a mini stream, like whether I do it just when I've post, or maybe I was thinking we might do like a 30-minute kind of clinic or whatever. If people have like specific questions, we could take a look at them on stream and stuff. But yeah, might be kind of interesting. A LoRa project for my mailbox. Is your mailbox out on the road or downstairs or something? Like my mailbox is right outside the door, like as in I could easily get Wi-Fi. In fact, it'd have great Wi-Fi reception just there. So yeah, it's 2 minutes before I need to start streaming on Twitch. So if you would like to join me on Twitch, the link is in the description under the live stream section. If not, no problem. I'll see you the next time I have one of these on. I'll do the same as I did today. I'll organize it in advance and make it a live stream event, so you'll see it ahead of time when it's coming, and I'll tweet out about it and stuff. So yeah, if like following me on Twitter is probably the best way to get like updates from me. It's the social media I use the most, but whatever suits you guys. And yeah, with that, I'll leave it there, and I'll see some of you over on Twitch, and I'll see some of you again. You're not a link. You can't post the link. I can post the link, and I'll make you a mod after this. Oh, perfect. Thanks, YouTube, for that lovely URL there. Okay. Right. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you later.